All right, Huntsville, welcome in as we get rocking and rolling on a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. As always, appreciate you for hanging out with us here. And you know what? For those of you that are watching on social media, here's the camera. But, oh, no, it's not the camera. Well, we had a little glitch this morning on the camera, so we'll have to get that fixed here in just a few moments. It's been one of those fun mornings. Hey, we do want to welcome you in, though, as we get rocking and rolling today. It is another episode of Good Morning Huntsville as we continue to promote and celebrate the good here in our community. Do me a favor, chime in. Let me know that you're out there today. We'll have our friends from Walker County Federal Credit Union on here in just a little bit. And it's always fun. You know, I wasn't able to be here yesterday, and so it is good to be back on the air this morning. And for all of you that continue to engage and interact with our show, we really appreciate you. It's always so much fun to be able to just to be here and to celebrate the good that's happening in our community. And there always is. There's so much happening here in Huntsville, and there's so much positive that we can talk about. And that's what we do on this show. And I know many of you may be joining us for the first time wondering, what is this and how did I find out about it? Well, you found out about it through social media probably, but we're also excited that Spirit Radio FM, which is a 501c3 nonprofit that we formed a couple of years ago, we're going to have our radio officially over the air January the 1st. We purchased equipment yesterday or 2 days ago, and that should be delivered in the next couple of weeks. Glass Doctor was out here finishing up some of the glass in our studio. There's one more panel they've got to do, and that studio is starting to come together. I wanted to give a shout-out to Weldon Wallace over TCS Flooring. They donated beautiful hardwood, not hardwood, but that hardwood look-alike tile. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. Ward Flooring and Furniture, the Ward family, they're putting carpet in the main studio for us. And we just so appreciate, I wanted to just have a moment of gratitude. You know, Thanksgiving's right around the corner, and I wanted to have a moment of gratitude. I'm just so thankful. Something we've been praying about for a couple of years, really. You know, this is starting to come together, and we couldn't do it without the support of the community. In fact, somebody earlier on Facebook had commented. I posted a video last night kind of walking through that studio and what it looks like, and somebody had said, who's financing this? I said, the community is. You know, God has been so faithful, and so many wonderful folks in the community are starting to believe and share in the vision that we feel that the Lord put on our heart to bring this station to pass. And so it's going to be up and running before we know it. And again, thank you to all of you, Huntsville, for making that happen. And we want it to be a place. I was talking to a friend of mine last night. He had called me. We hadn't talked in a few months. He called me and was checking in on me and wanted to say congratulations. And I told him, I said, you know, if people don't come to know the Lord through this, then it's just a complete waste of time and resources. There is a mission behind what we're doing, and it's a local mission with a global vision. God's Word calls us in the New Testament, in several books of the New Testament, especially in Matthew, to go and make disciples of all nations. It's a great commission. And I take that to heart, that yes, we need to take care of Huntsville, but we also need to reach the globe. And through the power of the internet and media, we are now able to do that. And maybe this morning you're joining us on the Spirit Radio FM app. That's already been streaming for quite some time. I know we have a lady by the name of Fiona who listens in from Ireland. We want you to know that even though we focus on Huntsville, that we do include a global audience. And we want this to be a safe place, a place that you can come and hopefully within the first 2 or 3 minutes, whether we're doing this morning show or whether there's music or there's teaching that we'll have at night or local programming, we've got 7 shows that we'd like to produce and put on Spirit Radio locally. Our goal is within those first few minutes, you could be having a terrible day, but within those first few minutes, immediately you're going to turn that upside down. You're going to turn the frown upside down. We've all heard that phrase. And we want you to be filled with hope and encouragement to know that better things are on the way, because they are, and a place that just resonates joy throughout your life. That's the whole point of what we're doing. So one of the points of this platform on Hello Huntsville, you know, things have grown and matured over these last 3 years, and we still have a lot of work to do. I'm literally half of a percent of where we want to be with this program. And so there is still so much work to be done. We can celebrate the wins along the way, and I think it's important Maybe this morning, maybe you're winning. I always come on here and say, maybe you're going through. Maybe this morning you've won. Maybe there's something great that you've been hoping for. Maybe you've been praying for it, and it came to pass. Celebrate that. There's nothing wrong with celebrating what the Lord has done. Celebrate that. But know that the work isn't finished. And sometimes you may be facing a step back. And I've always said that a step back is a setup for something greater. And so hold on to that hope this morning. Well, we are here again, Walker County Federal Credit Union. Couldn't do it without them. They are your full-service community credit union serving Walker County since 1957. They've got a new hire over there that we'll announce soon, a great man. I'm so thrilled for him and what he will bring to the credit union. Hopefully we'll have him on the show from time to time as well, but we're excited about all the great things happening with our friends at Walker County FCU. In fact, I had to wire money for our equipment to the broadcasting company that we use out of Florida, and Rachel made that process. So once again, here's a big service from a credit union, from a local one-location credit union, but they can do all the things that the big banks do. And Rachel was so easy in helping me get that wire transfer done 2 days ago so we could get that equipment on order. But again, if you're looking for financial services, a company, a bank here in town, don't go to a bank, go to a credit union. They'll make you feel like family. It's Walker County Federal Credit Union. They're online at walkercountyfcu.com. Please check them out. They got a new website as well. And, of course, we wouldn't be here, too, without Elliot Herzlich from Elliot's Jewelers. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com for all of your jewelry needs. Go by and visit my great friend, Mr. Elliot Herzlich. Had Adrian Hunter on just a few days ago on talking about her wonderful event that's coming up, the Evening of Hope. This is for widows, and she expects maybe 70 or so this year. It's grown every year, and she's providing a place for widows to get together and just, share grief, but also celebrate life and share joy in the midst of sorrow and pain. And it's important to come together, and she's done that. And I mentioned her because Elliot Herzlich is the presenting sponsor for that, and also another person, another group that's on this program, our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They have put up the resources to help cater that meal. If you'd like more information, maybe you are a widow and you're saying, I'd like to be a part of that, reach out to us here at Hello Huntsville, and we can put you in touch with Adrian. But again, thank all of you. Do me a favor as we get started today. I looked through the birthday list on my Facebook social media. No local birthdays to acknowledge this morning. One yesterday that I missed, Kyle Curley. Happy birthday belated to you, Kyle. So wanted to wish him a happy birthday. We've had him on. That is Jason Deneen's son. He's came on the show a couple of times. And he works out as a tugboat operator, helping out on the Gulf Coast. And I know he works very hard. He spends a lot of time on, and then he gets to come home for a couple of weeks or a week at a time, spend time with his family. So, Kyle, happy belated birthday to you this morning. As you are waking up, 70 degrees, a little fog and mist, different skies this morning. And that's because we've got a chance of rain today. 20% chance we'll get up to about 83 or so, and overnight, kind of balmy, 70 degrees. Rain remains in the forecast, but we need it. Rain will remain in the forecast through the foreseeable future. Looking at the National Weather Service this morning through Tuesdays, as far as they go, I don't trust the 10-day forecast. If you want the real weather, quit looking at all these other services. Just go to weather.gov, type in your zip code. These are the experts. It's the National Weather Service. I think a lot of times meteorologists, they'll go to the National Weather Service, look at the data they have, and then they'll kind of come up with their own forecast. I go straight to the source. And straight to the source is the National Weather Service, weather.gov. And they are saying through Tuesdays, as far as they go, through Tuesday, rain will be in the forecast. And by the way, those chances of rain kind of pick up as the week goes on. Thursday night, we've got a 60% chance of showers. Doesn't look like, at this time, any severe weather, though. It just seems like we're just going to get some much-needed fall rain here in our area. And that's not really due to a cold front or anything. In fact, temperatures are going to remain unseasonably warm in the 70s and only getting down to the mid-50s on Monday night. But other than that, it's going to be, like I said, a warm November ahead. And Thanksgiving week coming up next week, I'm curious to see what Wednesday, Thursday, and all that has. And, hey, as I asked you earlier to just let us know that you're out there this morning, do us another favor. And as we approach this time of Thanksgiving, could you comment in this morning what you're thankful for? Maybe there's something this week that's already happened. Maybe there's something just overall in your life that you are thankful for. Do us a big favor this morning and comment in on that. I'm going to take a break. When I come back, I've got something I want to share with you, a little feel-good story. As we continue promoting and celebrating the good here in Huntsville, but also recognizing the good deeds of folks across the globe. We'll step aside. We'll be back in a moment. It's your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville on a very wonderful Wednesday, brought to you by Walker County Federal Credit Union. Stay with us, please.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
Hi, I'm Pam. I'm thankful for my family. Jesus, my friends, my church, my school, all of the rest the Lord has given me.
What are you thankful for? Email your Thanksgiving greeting to victory@spiritradio.fm.
Hi, my name's Wesley, and I'm thankful for Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for my family and everyone I know.
What are you thankful for? Email your Thanksgiving greeting to victory@spiritradio.fm.
Oh, that was cute. That was Braylon and Wesley, two little ones, saying what they are thankful for this Thanksgiving season. And I'd love for you to send in that recording too. We'll air them on the morning show through the rest of this week and next week. We'll also put them on Spirit Radio through the app. Email your Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for? Just say your name. Say, hey, this is so-and-so, and I am thankful for my mom. Record that on your phone and email it to us at victory@spiritradio.fm. Well, as we continue on this morning, there is a story I wanted to tell you. Our friend Tracy Stout here this morning. She'll be with us in just a few moments from Safe House. I had to reschedule with her, so I appreciate her being here today. We turned a rough day into a McDonald's day yesterday, so I took the little ones to McDonald's and appreciate Tracy. She gave me some much-needed words of encouragement. That's what Huntsville's about. You know, you just reach out to people, and they're going to encourage you. But, it is your favorite time of the day. Normally the sun would be out this morning. Today it's not, but hopefully your coffee is a little hot. And I want you to take a moment, and we get to remember right now kind of what's right with the world. So many times you turn on the news and you hear what's wrong with the world. Well, I want to tell you about a quiet hero. I mentioned earlier before we took a break that we promote here in this community, but also people across the nation. And this person, by most standards, you just think, well, he's just going about his day. He's just doing what he needs to do. But in an instant, there was a choice that he made that changed a life. This man's name, as I was reading about him this morning, David Lee Witherspoon Jr. There was a senior. There was a daddy there, a David Lee daddy. But he's the junior. He was leaving his job in Arizona. It was a very hot Arizona afternoon. If you've ever been in Arizona, you know it's hot. It's a different kind of hot. There can be 113 and you can still walk around because it's not humid. But he was walking out of a food pantry work shift when he saw someone literally crawling across the pavement. And this day, in Arizona, and the heat was brutal. The ground was scorching. The air was a bit heavy. But this man had become homeless and didn't even have shoes. And without a second thought, Mr. Witherspoon reached into his car, and he had a pair of shoes laying around. And how many of you have a pair of shoes? I got about 5 pairs of shoes, but they're my children's pairs of shoes. But there was a spare pair of shoes, and he didn't just hand over the shoes. Check this out. He washed this man's feet before he put the shoes on him. What an act of kindness. We read about that in God's word where Jesus washed the feet of the disciples and others. This was a moment of compassion. And he said later, I didn't feel like a hero. I simply felt like somebody needed help. This story, by the way, was from CBN. And you think about that just for a moment. There was no cameras. There was no fanfare. This was just a person saying, I see you. You matter. And I want you to think this morning, maybe there's somebody in your life that you need to see, that you need to tell them that I see you and you matter, just like this gentleman did. And here's a part of this story that I really love, that it wasn't just about changing a person's life. This creates ripples throughout the community. We're sharing it here today in Huntsville, Texas. Kindness is seen and encouragement is given. And when somebody gets help, think about this, when somebody gets helped, others feel softer, lighter, and more hopeful. Those simple random acts of kindness that I always talk about on this show, paying it forward. If you're at the line at McDonald's and you're getting something to eat, just buy somebody behind you something. McDonald's is a great place to do it because they're still very cheap, by the way. It's a good place to be, to help people. And so, as I talk about encouragement this morning, I'm thinking about the book of Joel, and this, of course, in the Bible. The prophet speaks of restoration and hope. Joel 2:25 reads this, I will restore you to the years that the swarming locust has eaten. And that promise doesn't just go back to ancient times of the Bible. It's true today. And for us, I believe it reminds us that even when things feel scorched, how many of you feel scorched? How many feel worn out this morning? Maybe you're depleted. You're on empty. I saw a graphic yesterday on the back of a Dodge pickup truck, and it was a stick figure, and there was a gas tank little sign that said empty and fuel, E and F, empty and full. And this was a little graphic, and that stick figure was trying to pull that empty needle back to full. He was pulling. He was struggling to pull. How many of you feel like that this morning, that you're trying to pull that back to being full? And I go back and I think about that scripture in Joel, and what David did, it wasn't a promise that Joel speaks of. It was restoration in action. Putting that into action. He didn't fix, and this is David going back to the story about the shoes. He didn't fix the whole homelessness situation of this gentleman in one moment, but he restored dignity in one moment. He washed this man's feet. He provided shoes, and he said, you matter. And that's the kind of restoration I believe that each one of us can bring. So as I wrap up before Tracy comes on, maybe this morning you're sitting back, sipping on some coffee like Miss Carolyn Gibson does. She always tells us she enjoys listening to the show and drinks some coffee. Maybe you're looking out the window. Maybe there's a hum outside of the new day. I want you to ask yourself this morning, what small act can I do today that shows someone else that they matter? Maybe it's a smile to a random stranger. Maybe it's listening when someone needs to be heard. Maybe it's clearing off the pavement if someone's hurt. I think that when we do those things, I know that when we do those things, when we act like the Good Samaritan, when we live the promise of restoration, we can build a world where hope is not just a word, but it's a series of moments. And for today, let's count ourselves in the business of hope. I don't know about you guys, what business you need to be in, but I want to be in the business of hope. And let's not wait for something big to start. Let's start with a hand, a pair of shoes, and a simple, kind word, and let's restore what's been worn down. Let's make room for renewal. And now you know all of the story of Mr. Witherspoon Jr. and David, who reached out to help him. Well, friends, we're going to take a break. Our friend Tracy Stout is here this morning, and she's got some big news to share with us, some great things happening across the community and through Safe House. Again, we always love having Tracy on, and so we will have her. Do us a favor again. Let us know that you're out there, and continue to comment in on the end of the show. We'll get to many of those comments that you guys are sending in. As always, we're here on a very wonderful Wednesday, brought to you by our friends at Walker County Federal Credit Union. They are your full-service community credit union serving Walker County since 1957. We'll be back in a moment.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope. Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted, family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit 94.3.
All right, everybody, welcome back as we continue promoting and celebrating the good here in Huntsville. I wanted to say that this morning, Tracy. Huntsville. Feels good. Can you give me a good... Oh, wait, we got to flip you on here. Flip you on. Can you give me a good Huntsville? I don't have you on the camera yet. Okay, you ready?
Huntsville.
Huntsville. Boy, that sounded good.
That sounds good.
All right, well, here we are. Tracy. See, that's what I love about when you get to know somebody, you get to joke around with them a little bit.
Yeah, it
if
works
if
for
I
me.
would have done that the first time, Tracy would have been like, who is this man? No, she wouldn't have. Well, Tracy Stout's here. She is the executive director with Safe House, but here today to talk about, we've been talking about gratitude. That's been the theme as we catch up to Thanksgiving coming up very soon, next week already. It's crazy to think about. We've been talking about that theme of gratitude. And Tracy, really, really exciting opportunity for families to get involved. Some businesses have got involved, and I'd love for you to talk about this. That's why you're here this morning. But first, tell us a little bit about just what you've been up to. It's been about a month since you've been on.
I don't even know. We stay so busy. At the Safe House, we are getting ready to do Thanksgiving meals for our families. Mm-hmm. We've just put up our what we used to call an angel tree. It's the tree where people can come pick families to get them Christmas. So all of our residents and outreach clients, they have their name on the tree and their small wish list of things that they want. And sometimes you're very moved by the minimal things that they want. Last year, I had a little boy that just wanted his own pillow.
Goodness, yeah.
So it's a sweet time of year, and we all feel like elves. We get to wrapping presents, and it gets kind of wild and crazy. And so that's where we are right now. We have some good things coming up. On December the 5th, we're doing a rebranding of our resale shop.
Oh,
so it's
nice.
going to be called This and That, Reloved and Rejuvenated. And God's just blessed us. We have completely turned that room upside down. We had a local company yesterday. I want to say the Glass Doctor.
Mm-hmm. They were here yesterday with us,
well,
too.
They installed a brand new door for our entrance to our resale shop as a donation. So thank God for that.
Amen.
Worked really hard on that. So December the 5th, we're doing a chamber ribbon cutting to re-announce, reopen, redistribute, re-show, whatever. And then on that night in the parking lot, we are doing Home Alone. It's a Christmas movie. You come and sit in your lawn chair and your blanket, and it'll be on a big screen. It's free of charge.
The original Home Alone.
The original Home Alone.
Oh, come on. Taylor's coming to that.
My little granddaughter, she quotes it. She quotes it word by word, and then you'll hear her say, "Mom, Dad." I'm like, Lord have mercy. So we're doing that just for the community to come together and learn what Safe House is. No
Great.
big deal. We'll have concessions you can buy, but the movie is free. And then on Monday, on the 8th, we have Jamie Saucier coming as Santa Claus. He'll be set up in our resale shop. And kids can come from 4 to 6. It's called Cocoa with Santa. And so we'll have cookies and cocoa with Santa. They'll be able to take their pictures. We bring in our shelter kids, our outreach kids, and they're able to pick Christmas presents for their parents.
Wonderful.
But it is open to the public. So if you want to bring your kiddo and see the best looking Santa we have in town, because he is awesome and very sweet with every kiddo that comes through. It's going to be a crazy week and weekend, but we're looking forward to it because we give back to the community and let them understand what Safe House is all about.
Yeah, well, Trey, I love all the. Sorry, I'm listening. I have my wireless is over here making a little noise on me this morning, so I was adjusting an antenna. I think we're good. Sometimes you just got, sometimes it's too much. You just got to take one off and right.
That's exactly right.
Well, Tracy is here also. I always want to catch up with you on Safe House, such an important organization and what y'all do. But secondly, as we talked about, Thanksgiving almost here, and this was something that I did not know that was going on, and I'd like for you to lead into this about taking care of some families this Thanksgiving season.
You don't realize Thanksgiving's an expensive meal, and people right now are having trouble just buying meals, let alone a Thanksgiving meal. Mm-hmm. And so several years ago, there was a couple in our church who, when they started coming to our church, they had nothing. And they're actually millionaires now. And our church started something called Bag of Hope. And so my kids grew up helping gather those groceries and set them up in front of the church for the Thanksgiving service before Thanksgiving. And I can remember taking them to the grocery store. I didn't remember this, but my son reminded us the other day. And so 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, he said, "Mom, I want to do this for a little local church, Abundance of Deliverance. They're a little small church that just started about 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so he began for those families in that little church.
Wow.
So I would leave my church and then go to their church a lot of times because at that point they were meeting at 11 o'clock and I could go. And so we love that little church. And so every year we take Thanksgiving. I help him buy it. I go. And so I said to him the other day, son, are you doing Thanksgiving for AOD this year? I said, because you're not going to wait till the week before Thanksgiving and I have to go buy all those groceries. It's a lot of work and I don't have the time.
And a lot of people you got to navigate through.
So
probably.
he looked at his wife and he said, what are you thinking? And she said, give me a minute. And so they're riding along and she goes, I want to do more than that. I want to go big or go home. She has a heart for people. So Dustin and Abby and Lexi got pulled into it. They were sitting in my kitchen counter and they got to talking about it. And it just started to grow. Mm-hmm. And so he contacted several small businesses here in town. He has a small business that's coming up and several other people that he works with, and they were all on board.
Love it.
So they all donated so much money, and we divided it out. And he and Lexi did, and Abby did what I've been doing for years. They went and priced out everything that would go in these bags of food for Thanksgiving. Like we do chickens instead of turkeys because some people can't cook a turkey. And we do stuffing and potatoes and a dessert and green beans to make green bean casserole and corn and bread and butter and all the things you need to make cake mixes. And it's just a whole bag for a family of 4 for Thanksgiving dinners. And so that little group, they're taking care of Safe House meals this year.
Yeah.
They're also covering the AOD meals. But in addition, they had about 55 meals left. So we have been putting it out on Facebook. They can call my office and get on the list. And on Saturday morning, they'll be able to drive through the parking lot on Avenue M. They'll come in and from 10 to 2 and pick up their bag of groceries for a Thanksgiving meal.
And this is this Saturday?
This Saturday,
Okay.
November the 22nd at 10 a.m. And Dustin was telling Lexi, he said, you remember when Mom used to drag us to buy all these groceries? He said, I want to do that with my girls because I wanted to see that you give back to your community. And I was at the POP meeting last week, and there's another church that's working to help all the families in HISD that don't have groceries. You know, we have a whole family living in a park.
Wow. Had no
And
idea.
it hurts your heart when you hear of how much homelessness we have right here in Huntsville, Texas. So I had somebody else contact me, and they were like, Tracy, nobody else is doing food, and we just saw this. Can we do something and send people? Sure. Can we still buy more food? Absolutely. You can call my office. You can bring by a check for $65 because that will feed a family of 4 for these meals. Well, and as it worked out, I got a phone call from Zeal House, whose office is across the street from us. And we're doing kind of the same thing. She had asked me, did I need food for my shelter clients and our outreach clients? And I said, well, no, they're actually covered. To come to find out, they're doing the same kind of thing at 10 o'clock. So God just orchestrated
wow.
it. So we sat down and talked to them. We're going to actually do it in their parking lot because their parking lot's better than mine. The entrance and exit, my parking lot needs work. We're waiting on God to send somebody to do that. But it will hurt your car going in and out of it. So we have a sheriff's officer going to help us that day. They'll route them in through Avenue M. They'll come out on 15th Street and go back to Sam Houston. So it'll be, and you just go through the parking lot. Their food is for kiddos that are home for the week with no food, or that kind of snack stuff and staples. And then ours is actually the Thanksgiving meal. So they'll get 2 chickens and all the fixings for Thanksgiving. And if you want to have somebody pray for you, there'll be 2 different churches there that can cover you in the Word while we're at it. So it's going to be a good day. If you want to volunteer, you're welcome to come out tomorrow, Friday night. Are we on Wednesday? Yeah.
Wednesday,
on
yes,
Friday
ma'am.
night at 4 o'clock in my boardroom, we're going to package all those meals. And it's been funny. Dustin was in Walmart buying all the corn that they had, and one of the managers walked up to him and said, "Son, what are you doing?" and I've never had this luck. I've had to go in and fill my cart and go put it in the car and turn around and go back. It's a lot of work. And so they came up with I gave them the list, but then they figured out what to buy, and they realized that they could add some goodies to it. So Dustin and Lexi and Abby were having a grand old time. They added hot chocolate and chicken noodle soup
cool.
and I don't know what all. Anyway, the Walmart guy said to him, "What are you doing?" And he said, "Well, I have a group of businessmen and we're providing meals for Thanksgiving." And he said, "Well, are you going to all these stores?" He said, "Well, I'm pricing the best price at every place and that's what I'm going to get." And so he goes, "I think we can help you with that. Look at it and go see what we can do." So he called him back. He matched all the prices. They're loading it on pallets, and they're going to load it on a trailer on Friday.
Wow.
So instead of having to make 100 trips in and out, 100 meals is a lot of groceries. And so they're loading it all on the trailer, and he'll bring it to my
And this
office.
over at Walmart?
Walmart, here
See,
local. So God has just orchestrated it. The money came in. The families are coming in that need the food. If they need prayer, that'll be there as well. So it's a way. I love the hashtag or the slogan that they came up with. It was, "Together we're setting the table for everyone." And the other kids were growing up. We had dinner at the table every night because that's the only place we had to be still and listen to what our kids had to say. So dinner at my house, it might have not been the fanciest, and I'm a good cook, but I worked all the time. But we sat down for dinner, and we discussed our day, and we discussed what's happening, and we had a result of really good kids in the long run.
Yeah, amen. Well, Trey, I just think it's wonderful. You know, this is what Huntsville is all about. And you know, when God puts something on somebody's heart, you do it. And that's what you do, Tracy. And look at the fruit of this. And the Lord has blessed this tremendously. And now that blessing is going to be handed off to many families. There's
105.
Still 105. And
So
there's
we
still some
have
opportunity.
room.
Right?
So if they call my office today, it's 291-3529.
Let me put that down. 936-291.
3529.
3529. If your family needs help. If you'd like that meal.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and you know, it's not a handout, it's a hand up.
I love that. And I want to encourage, I always make sure to mention this. If you need help, reach out. Don't be ashamed of that.
Mm-hmm.
I've always said this, you're stealing somebody's joy. If they want to help you, let them help you.
Yeah, because you're still in their blessing.
That's it. Yeah.
So if God's laid it on their heart and you don't let them do what God told them to do, not only are you missing out, but you're causing them to miss out. And I had to ask Dustin and Lexi and Abby, could I even use their names? Because they really don't want to be acknowledged for that. They just want people's needs met.
I love that. Well, again, if you need that help this holiday season, please call. This is what the Lord has called Tracy and many others to do, is to provide these meals this Thanksgiving season. And so call and receive that meal. There's nothing wrong with that. You can call her at 936-291-3529. And still about 50 or so,
Yes,
45 or 50.
45 or 50. And just my receptionist, just tell her you're calling about the meals on Saturday.
Okay.
And so she'll take all your information. So when you come through the line, you'll just tell us your name, and we'll check you off and give you your stuff. It's not... nobody wants recognition. We're not going to hammer you about Christ. If you want prayer, we'll be there to do that. But it'll be a good day.
Yeah, awesome.
And you know, the rain's supposed to stop Friday, so.
Yeah, it's going to be a break right there in time for this, for Friday and Saturday. So, well, Tracy, thank you. And thank you for always, you provided some encouragement to me yesterday, and that's just who you are. You know, we had a crazy morning. We turned a rough morning into a great morning, and part of that was your words that you sent to me. So thank you for that. It meant the world to me. So keep providing the good, and you know what? If you got something to say good, say it, because it really does make a difference to people. So God bless you. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Happy Thanksgiving.
You too.
Where are you going? What's your Thanksgiving plans?
I'm cooking lunch, and we're going to have a good day.
Awesome. All right. So save some leftover turkey and then come back and talk. We'll have
We'll
have a leftover show. All right. Well, there she is, Tracy Stout, Executive Director of Safe House. And again, we'll put some information together later today, put it out on our social media, and we'll share whatever you guys have also.
Okay, thanks.
You bet. Well, hey, we couldn't have folks like Tracy if it wasn't for our great friends at Walker County Federal Credit Union. They are your full-service community credit union, supporting and providing service to Walker County since 1957. We'll take a break. Taylor Chandler's here. She'll join us when we come back. It is Good Morning, Huntsville.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information. Education you can trust. Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church, Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Billy Cawthon of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and you're listening to Spirit Radio, the spirit of Huntsville.
All right, everybody, welcome back as we continue on. Walker County Federal Credit Union.
Woo-woo.
WC.
FCU.
WC. What do you see? I see Walker County Federal Credit Union.
You see me.
Walker.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
We need to have a commercial like that on the radio. Walker County. Like what's that, Landman? What's that thing with Billy Bob Thornton?
It is Landman.
Landman, have him like voice y'all's commercial.
Oh, yeah, that's in the budget.
Yeah. He'd do it for free. I mean,
I'm sure once he gets a gander of what we're working with over there.
You can get old Tommy Lee Jones to do it. You know, I heard he's a reprobate. I haven't used him. I miss my dad. He used to use that word. Oh, he's an old reprobate. What does that
What
even
does it mean? I was going to say, can we...
Have you heard of that word before?
Mm-hmm.
Reprobate. You old reprobate. You. I don't even know what it means.
Well, we could probably get Matthew McConaughey. He's not that far away.
All
He does the
right,
Texas
all
things.
right. Welcome in, Taylor. Good to see you. How you doing?
I'm here. I'm here, and we're doing it. What does it mean?
Reprobate means he had to present himself as more of a lovable reprobate than a spirit of corruption.
Oh.
Unprincipled.
Person. An unprincipled person.
Yeah. His neighbors reprobated his method of proceeding.
What an interesting word.
I just want to keep talking like
It's because
this.
your throat's all glurled today, so this is like...
On the old rugged cross. See, there you go. That's it.
That was it. Just you got to maintain it the rest of the time.
Oh, Taylor's here.
You did make me feel
Walker
better this
County.
morning saying that you got flustered with your kid yesterday. And I was like, I feel like I'm the only person who gets flustered with their children easy. It's nice to know that is a common...
It's a common thing, yeah. But you need to focus on making it less common, and that's the battle that you have as a parent. Is how do you make it less common? You know,
because my way of doing it is probably not the right way. Like I don't know why I feel like I can into submission, but
Don't
I
work
have a
that way.
strong-willed child who is every bit her mama's daughter
Mm-hmm.
and is like, no.
It's the way it goes.
I'm like, oh, parenting the you out of your child will humble you.
Well, hey, we're not ready to make an announcement, but I did mention earlier y'all got somebody new up at the credit union. We'll talk about it later on. We're going to leave it as a teaser, but go by and see this person. They're a great person.
I'll introduce you. You can come see me, and I'll
maybe ask this person to come on the radio show with you. Then maybe maybe I'll just step aside. You interview him. You talk. That'd be awesome.
Ooh, yeah. We'll
I would
be
like
here.
that.
Well, I'll talk to them about
Talk
next
to
week.
this person, he or she, whoever it may be.
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. So
We're not gonna guess.
I mentioned earlier before you came on, I had to come in Monday and do a wire transfer. And, boy, Rachel was so helpful. Y'all have all the services that everyone else has. I don't know why people are so afraid to go. It's like, oh, man, I'm not good enough to go to. But anybody can get the credit union. You just got to live, work, or worship, or play, or whatever it is and worship in Walker County, right?
I'm part of Preferred Partners, the Chamber of Commerce.
Tuesday?
On Tuesdays.
That used to be my group. Not anymore.
Okay, we'll come back to that.
Because the show, yeah.
Okay, all right, fair enough. But, I kind of changed my presentation. I was like, what are the misconceptions you have about the services that we offer as business owners, because we have business accounts. And a lot of them were taken back by all the services that we offered businesses around town because they're like, oh, I didn't know y'all did that. And it's like, exactly. We can do anything these big chains can do for the most part.
WC, FCU, Walker County Federal Credit Union.
You just like the way that sounds.
Your full service community credit union. No, we need to get Cooter on here. Cooter has that voice like times 20. So, hey, a couple of things real quick. We're going to dig right into this. We talk about sleep. These are just random facts here, okay?
What is this?
So how much sleep do you think that you need, Taylor? You're a mom.
Okay.
You got your daughter's 10?
She's 10.
Okay.
I sleep more than the average bear.
Yeah, you said you slept 16 hours on Friday?
Yeah, I was sick on Friday. I was sick Thursday.
That's where it came from.
And then I slept Friday and Saturday. So I go, this is where the judgment comes in. I go to bed, I'm a little old lady. I go to bed at 8:30.
Okay. No, that's good.
Right.
Nothing good happens after 10 p.m., by the way.
That's what I say.
Yep.
That's why I try to be in my house, doors locked, 10 o'clock.
That's right.
Except for dog nights. But 8:30, I am in bed, most likely asleep. Don't text me. Don't call me after 8:30. I'm not the one you want to call an emergency. I sleep until 7 on work days, and I sleep until 10, 11 on non-work days. And I sleep the whole time. And I think that really throws people off. It's like people who don't know me are like, there's no way. But people who hang out with me, thank bless my friends and my mom and my dad. Like, I'm like freaking 1 o'clock. I'm like, I need a nap. Even though I just woke up at 10 o'clock. I'm like, oh, I need a nap.
Well,
so I think there is insomnia and hypersomnia. I think I have hypersomnia.
Well, this ties into me, not you yet, but I'm going to get to you because if you're in your 40s, which I'm 41, you should be sleeping between 7 and 9 hours. Okay?
Okay.
I usually sleep about, I'm not proud to say this, 5 to 6. Literally.
But don't most geniuses sleep?
I'm not a genius. And
You are.
No, and I wake up. The problem with me is I wake up a lot during the night, so I don't get good sleep. I would say on a good night, I get about 6 hours of sleep. And I try to go to bed at 9:30, but I wake up at like midnight. And normally I go to sleep with Braylon. She needs me to go to sleep with, so I go to sleep with her. I try not to, but I always fall asleep. And so last night I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to lay down. She's going to fall asleep. We turn off the lights, and then she'll be out in 30 seconds, and then I'll go to sleep.
That is the plan.
Didn't work. I fell asleep in her room, woke up at 1 a.m., and then I got up at 4 and really I kind of doze. I'll put it that way. Maybe I do sleep like 7 or 8 hours, but I doze for like 3 hours.
Right.
I'm like in and out of sleep. It's not a good
Well,
sleep.
so you're going through your sleep cycles.
But I'm like awake for those 3 hours. I'll kind of.
So you're like twitchy and jerky.
Yeah, I'm dozing.
Why can't
Dozing.
you relax? Because I feel like that's like a hypervigilance thing.
Nah, I think it's just life. So.
Let me pick apart your sleep schedule.
Here's the session.
Let me get into
here
this.
with Dr. Chandler. Well, if
Why
you're
am I evil?
if you're in your 40s, Taylor, which you're not, you will be soon though. One day you will be. You will be soon one day. And it don't
Not
matter
that soon.
if you're 30. You're 30?
3.
33. 7 years you're going to be in your 40s. Okay, soon will happen like that. Unfortunately, it really will.
See, I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with the fact, in 7 years my kid will be moving out of the house for the most part.
Ooh, yeah, that happens quick.
I don't like that.
Well, in 7 years, you should be sleeping between 7 and 9 hours every night. But the chances are fairly good that you don't. How much sleep we need so we function at the top of our game varies by age. Obviously, a toddler needs more sleep than his 30-something parents. It must be nice. But how much more? Question mark. I said question mark. The National Sleep Foundation tapped the wisdom of 6 sleep experts, as well as 12 experts.
I would consider myself an expert in sleep, as often as I do it.
Just to make this legit, including the American Neurological Association, American Academy of Pediatrics, and the American Psychological Society, who overbills insurance companies, to update its guidelines on how much sleep we need based on our age. Here we go. You ready for this? It's trivia time. How much sleep do newborns 0 to 3 months need? This is updated.
Okay, so this is how many hours they should be sleeping.
Newborns.
A newborn. 22?
That'd be awesome. 14 to 17 hours. They said.
Did I just have a good baby? She was also in the NICU.
Well, they said previously 12 to 18 hours, okay? An infant. This is 4 months, 4 to 11 months. How many hours? How many hours now should they get?
Now.
Infant. Yeah.
So 12.
12 to 15. Ding, ding, ding. Good job. We're going to have that bell. Toddler. 1. And here's a pet peeve of mine.
Your baby is 3. Your baby is 4. Your baby is not 86
I call
months.
like a newborn a baby. After like 4 months, I'm like, no, they're a child now.
I have a baby.
See, my wife and I get onto this all the time. She's like, well, that baby. I said, that ain't a baby no more. It's a toddler.
Just like you got grown dogs with gray hairs. That's a puppy.
Yeah, I guess. Toddler. How much does a toddler need? 1 to 2 years. Okay. Wow, my boy don't get this.
8 to 9?
11 to 14.
Oh, no.
All right. Preschool. 3 to 5 years old. How much sleep? 3 to 5.
That's got to be 8 to 9.
10 to 13.
Dude.
And I think my daughter does get that because she takes the nap. She takes like the 2 to 3 hour nap at school.
That's a good nap.
School age, 6 to 13. How many? 6 to 13.
So Lainey sleeps 8 hours, 9 hours.
Okay, 9 hours, 9 to 11. If you're a teen, 8 to 10 hours, which, see, now you get into that average stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Young adult, 18 to 25, 7 to 9.
I slept like maybe 4 hours in college. Maybe.
7 to 9.
Sporadically throughout.
7 to 9 is where you're at. If you're an adult, this is a wide variety now. 26 to 64. Wow, you're not a young adult at 26 anymore. 26 to 64, you are an adult.
At 26?
7 to 9.
Ugh.
And then older adult. It's a new category.
Not old,
but
older.
Older, 65 plus. It's like when you stay at the Best Western. Wow, we're staying at the Best Western plus. It's got to be the nicer one.
Mm-hmm.
Older adult, 65 or plus, 7 to 8 hours is what you need. So there you go.
I still don't feel like that's enough sleep.
I don't either. I felt like in the middle of the range, like the adult is where you get the 7 to 8, and then I felt like as you get older, you go back into the baby steps.
Right, like because I feel like that's how it's supposed to. The triangle of life.
Doesn't happen. So there you go. Let us know how much sleep you get. Text in this morning. Comment in how much sleep you get.
Fun fact, dogs should be sleeping like 20 hours a day. So people are who are against kennel training, they're like, oh, no, your dog is sleeping most of the day.
They should sleep 20 hours a day.
Yeah.
Poor dogs.
18 to 20 hours.
Well, my little dog does because she stays in the house all day when we're not there.
Yeah.
And she's happy.
They love it.
I thought she was going to be sad after we had to put down our golden, but she has been a happy dog.
Loving the only child life.
Thankfully, she's... Except we had we went to I had to officiate a wedding for my buddy Garrick on a Friday in Galveston.
I saw that.
Yeah, it was really good, awesome wedding. Garrick and Caitlin, congratulations. He brought his wedding license in here on Monday because I forgot to sign it on the show live. I signed his wedding license. Like, oh, sorry about that, buddy. It's kind of an important thing to do. But once again, the kids were going nuts, and we had to leave right after I did the service. We didn't get to go enjoy the reception. So, but why did I bring that up? What were we talking about? Oh, so Alyssa, a young lady here at our church, she came to let Stella out for us a few times. Stella did not like her anymore for some reason, because I think it's because we don't have the golden.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
There's not a mediator.
No, she was always so sweet. And so Alyssa goes in, and like Stella goes and hides under the kitchen table. She couldn't get her to leave to go out to go to the bathroom. So finally she discovered if she moved the chairs around, she would dart outside.
You got to do what you can. See, and I have a hard time having people come let my dogs out because most people are fearful.
Mm-hmm.
Good reason. My dogs are not friendly to most strangers. But my dad yesterday, I don't know if we talked about, my dad takes me to lunch like once a week.
That's awesome, yeah.
Yeah, he comes and the girls up front always make fun of me.
Does he live here in Huntsville?
So he lives in like a Richards area.
Oh, cool.
So they always make fun of me. They're like, that's why your standards for men are so high, is because I don't open doors. My dad is gentleman to a T.
Mm-hmm.
But
don't go to far. If you open a door for people up north, they don't like that, by the way.
So you just shut it in their face?
I open doors for people, and I said, what are you doing? I said, that's what we do in the South. I got in trouble for it. So anyways, continue on.
But he was like, oh, I took you to lunch. I should go let your dogs out. And he's like, maybe not. And that's my dad, who has seen my dogs their whole lives. And he's like,
Ain't nobody got time.
Yeah, no.
Well, let's switch gears. Microwave. Raise your hand if you know what's funny on
Raise your
Sunday.
hand if you have a microwave.
Raise your hand if you have. You know what's funny on Sunday? I said because we're talking about gratitude. That's been the theme this week, not only at church but here on the show. It'll be the theme next week too, as we lead into Thanksgiving. And when I do announcements before our service or during the service at the beginning, I always address the congregation and try to have a scripture that ties in with the sermon that day that our pastor has. And so this one, of course, was gratitude. And I said, raise your hand if you made it to church this morning. So, of course, everybody raised their hand. I said, there's something to be thankful for.
Yeah, you woke up.
That you woke up and you were able to be there. Well, let's shift gears. Totally unrelated. I ask you, how many of you have a microwave? Everybody raise their hand. Popular Mechanic says this. Here are 5 things. You didn't hear it on the show, by the way. Do not come after me because this is for entertainment purposes only. Here are 5 things that you can try in your microwave. This is according to a doctor, the director of...
And doctors are always right.
Is Brad Conrad.
So go after Mr. Conrad.
Well, he's a PhD. He's the director of the Society of Physics Students. Ooh.
Physics. That's a...
Here's experiments you can do with your microwave. You ready?
I'm scared.
Soap bubble. This sounds kind of cool. Carve a small notch in the middle of a bar of soap that has a moisturizer.
Okay, first of all, are we
like-
still using bars of soap? Like, you know how unsanitary bars of
use
soap
that.
are? Are we going to... Okay, we're going to skip
But they
past that.
have, I guess they have like Dove soap that has the moisturizer, right? Mm-hmm. Well, here's what you can use the soap for now. You put the soap in the microwave, turn it on, and a bubble will grow out of the notch, which will become big enough to fill the entire microwave. I want to do this.
I'm going to need pictures. I'm not doing it.
The microwave is heating up water, and the molecules inside the soap cause it to expand. So, again, you just carve a small notch in the middle of a bar of soap that has the moisturizer in it, okay?
Yeah, this is going to go great. I love this idea.
Here's another one. Again, entertainment purposes. Do not come at us if you do these things and something happens. I'm not encouraging you to do this.
You are. Do it.
Exploding egg.
And when you ruin your microwave, come see us, and we will help you buy a new one.
Do y'all do microloans over there?
We will do microloans, yes.
Exploding egg. That one sounds good. Place an egg in the microwave, and the egg will explode. Wow.
Ta-da!
You will also hear a loud boom.
As it's exploding. Blech. You know how bad that probably smells?
Similar to popcorn kernel popping, the sound you hear from the egg is an explosion from the water that...
But doesn't it need to be a boiled egg?
I don't know. It just says put it in there. Becomes present when it's heated. Once the eggshell cracks, it expands rapidly, hence the noise.
I think it has to be a boiled egg. I don't know.
There
I
you
don't
go.
eat eggs.
Speed of light. Speed of light. Put a thin layer of, again, entertainment purposes only. Put a thin layer of mini marshmallows on a plate.
I'm already out.
Well, you have to kind of enact this as we do it. You put a thin layer of mini marshmallows on a plate.
Mm-hmm.
You put it in the microwave with the turntable removed for 15 to 20 seconds.
So the marshmallows are stationary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You measure the distance between the melted marshmallows in centimeters, and then you can calculate the speed of light. This is really hard.
That does not sound fun.
This is why this guy's a PhD physics dude.
Oh, math is fun. Not knocking on if you're a math person.
2 times the distance between the melted spots times the microwave frequency. That will give you the speed of light.
Or you could just Google it.
Yeah, that's a waste of marshmallows and time.
Hey, I'm reading your next one because I'm cheating the system with the light show.
I've done this one. Have you did it?
No, but I was going to say, so the Northern Lights, you could see them last week. I don't know if anybody actually saw them, but apparently you could see them.
You could, and barely here, but you could see the red glow.
Yeah.
My friend Andy up in Fargo posted pictures. He went outside of town. That's something that Fargo's known. You can see him beautifully there, usually every year during a certain time. He posted pictures. I was like, that's unbelievable.
I love it.
We don't get that here.
I just assume it's the city lights that I'm seeing.
Well, we don't get that here. Okay. But Andy decided, he don't even listen to the show, but I'm going to give him a shout out real quick. Old AAR, Andy Rickoff over there at Bison 1660. There's his pictures. Let me share these. Yeah, this was from like his backyard. Backyard. Let me see if I can share. What happened, man? Come on.
What are you doing?
It's because I'm on a Mac, garbage Mac.
Oh, you're not having a grateful heart right now.
Getting angry over the Mac. Told you. See, I told you. I said my temper will flare up out of nowhere. All right, here we go. So here is the. Let me show you Andy's photo.
We're getting there.
Photo. There it is. Did it come up? There it is.
It is.
Check that out. That is his photo.
That's his backyard.
Somewhere. Well, outside of town.
Well, I'm just saying, like that's
outside of. That's how they get them there. We
That's
just get
pretty
that.
cool.
We get that little slither of like pink.
Well,
he gets the whole thing.
I did read on the interwebs, like the different colors is how close it is to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sorry, I have the hiccups. On my bucket list, I want to stay in a yurt and see the northern lights.
Yurt.
A yurt.
What is that?
It's a cultural lodging.
It's cultural lodging. Yurt.
A yurt.
How you doing?
Y-U-R-T. A yurt.
Check that out. Isn't that cool? Now, you got to see these though in the yurt.
I mean, I haven't, but it's on the list.
Oh,
to see.
it's on the bucket list. The
Yeah,
yurt. Okay.
because I also hate the cold, so
okay.
it's kind of like,
See, I'm a huge fan of the cold. I loved the cold up there in Fargo. I loved it. It was cool, like getting bundled up. I had to put on this whole jumpsuit.
I'm already out.
It was cool. And then I got to like snow blow. That was fun. We had this huge snow come in. I mean, it was literally like up to my hips. And so I was wearing these like snow trousers.
I'm having one of those moments where I'm like, fix your face.
No, it was so cool.
But I'm like,
it was
sounds
so cool.
terrible.
All right, CD Light Show. Speaking of Northern Lights.
Yeah, that's sorry, squirrel.
Put a glob of silly. You don't have to do the silly putty, by the way. But if you put a glob of silly putty on an edge of a CD, so the CD can stand up in the microwave. CD. You dim the lights in the room, turn on the microwave. No more than a few seconds, you'll see a colorful flashes of light.
But doesn't that also fry your microwave?
Nah, it doesn't. It's all scam. It doesn't. I used to put CDs in our microwave all the time. It's fun. You can only do it for a few seconds. It goes zzz, and then when you take
sparks, right?
And when you take the CD out, it's all cracked up. It's really cool. So, and then also Peeps. You know the Peeps that you get, not your friends.
Not your people.
But
the
Peeps.
Easter candy.
Yeah, you can put them or large mark. They will expand and explode in the microwave. Put them on a paper plate. Arrange 6 to 10 Peeps in a pyramid fashion. Start the microwave. They will slowly grow.
Pyramid fashion.
Got to do the pyramid. They will slowly grow and expand to 3 to 4 times their original volume. When they cool off, you can still eat them. Complete with radiation.
Are people eating? Do people actually eat Peeps?
Gross. This stuff is nasty. All right, you mentioned something earlier.
The jerks.
Hold on.
See, I'm a jerky person when I sleep, and I feel like it's. And I have read at some point it's whenever you're like haven't quite, your body isn't in this trance, the sleepy part, but your brain is, because I am a jerky person.
Yeah, I have. That's weird. Have you ever had sleep paralysis?
Thank goodness, no.
It's the scariest thing ever. And I used to be scared out of my mind until I knew what it was. And then once I knew what it was actually kind of cool. But I don't want to go down this whole train of weird stuff, but people claim to be people claim that they're abducted and all this weird stuff, right? Mm-hmm. I have had sleep paralysis to where there was tons of things happening in my room that I could see. It's because what happens during sleep paralysis is your eyes can sometimes open up, but your brain is still dreaming.
Oh, so you're seeing your dreams.
Yes, and so think of it like an overlay. Like if I'm
Right.
looking at you right now, and then all of a sudden there's a train behind you. Okay?
There's not really a train
There's
there.
not. But there could be, because my brain is dreaming about that, and my eyes are
I
open.
love your dream as me getting hit by a train. That's harsh.
I'm not saying. I'm saying a train coming beside you.
Okay, beside me.
Yes, I'm not.
I'm like,
saying that.
wow.
I was just trying to think of
That was-
what could randomly be there. Could randomly be a train.
It could.
It's missing you. Don't worry. It's coming to the side of you.
Yeah.
So I've had that before.
That's terrifying.
And it was, as a young person, it used to scare me to death. And then once I figured out what it was, I was no longer scared of it anymore. And it's sleep paralysis. And luckily, man, I have not had it probably in a decade. But it is really strange.
Well, like I
Really
remember
strange.
as a child.
Because you're completely locked up. You can't move.
Right.
And you see, and you're like, ah.
That's terrifying.
And someone witnessed me doing this one time. A cousin of mine, he had witnessed me doing this. He told me, he's like, dude, that's the craziest thing. I said, what? He goes, and I remember trying to talk to him. Mm-hmm. And then I kind of snapped out of it, and I woke up. He was like, dude, you're scaring me. I said, why? He goes, you're trying to talk to me, man, and all you're doing is going, because that's what happens. You can't talk.
Right.
You're paralyzed. Anyways.
It was on a show I was watching, and they were like saying how there's steps that you can do to slowly like wake your body up from the inside. Mm-mm. But I remember like as a kid having nightmares. I had a lot of nightmares as a kid. I've always been into the spooky, scary things because, that's just who I am as a person. And in my nightmares, I remember being like, this is a nightmare. This isn't real. And like talking to the things that are scaring me, like, you're not real. And I stopped having nightmares all the time.
Yeah. I used to have panic disorder really bad growing up. And Carrie, what was her last name?
I'm thinking the movie Carrie.
No, there's a young lady named Carrie, and I cannot remember her last name. But Carrie was talking to me one time. Man, this was like right out of high school. I was friends with a friend of hers, and this girl named Carrie was telling me. She's like, have you ever had it? I said, yes. Actually, I had that last week. And she's like, oh, my goodness, I have the same thing. And we found out that it was panic attacks. It was like panic disorder. And I had it since I was a kid. I remember one time playing in the sandbox, and all of a sudden this overwhelming fear comes over you. And I would run to my mom, and I'd be like, and your heart's racing. You don't know what's going on. You feel like this impending doom is coming.
Your body is going into survival mode.
Yeah, I never knew what it was. It just had. And one time, the strangest, I was just graduated high school. I was playing basketball at the rec center. I used to play basketball a lot, and I was up at the rec center, and all of a sudden, it hit me in the middle of a game, and I was like, I have to leave. It was the weird, like, who would have thought that? And it just hit me. And the other time it happened, and this is why I was so scared of watching that movie for so long. When Happy Gilmore came out, we were at the theater, my brother, sister, and I, and it happened at the theater. And I had to leave the theater. And then I thought that it would trigger it again, so I never watched that movie. Now I love that. I've watched that movie
so
many
funny.
times.
Have you seen the second one?
Yeah, it's
not great.
It's okay. It's
not
okay.
great.
It's just too much. It tries to reminisce too much with
Correct.
the old one.
Yeah.
So anyways, I haven't had one of those in probably 20 years, and it was because of Carrie. And no one had ever explained to me what it was. And Carrie and I talked about it. And for some reason, like, talking about it cured it. I don't know how to describe it, but she's like, I have the same thing. And then I didn't feel alone anymore. And I didn't feel like there's something weird going on. And never again have I had one.
That's awesome.
Isn't that crazy?
I love that for Carrie and you.
Yeah, I love that for you guys.
I'm like, right.
I
still have anxiety. It's fun.
All right, hiccups. Here you go. Hiccups are involuntary contractions of the diaphragm, the muscle that separates the chest from the abdomen. These contractions are caused by a sudden intake of air, which is then stopped by the closure of the vocal cords, producing the characteristic. Hiccups are usually harmless and resolve on their own within a short period of time. Did yours go away?
They did go away.
See, there you go.
So, side note, I feel like I do this so many side note squirrel moments. Favorite, maybe not top favorite, top 5 favorite videos are when people get the air knocked out of them. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Where they're like,
not a top favorite of mine.
dude, it is so funny because that is the scariest feeling, and it sucks so bad. Whenever they're like, you're fine. Obviously, I want everybody to be okay. But like I grew up riding horses. When you fall off, it happens. You get the air knocked out of you. It's a very traumatizing thing. But just that moment of
then it hits you.
The noises people make.
As long as it's there, not.
It's funny as long as they're okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Hey, real quick shout out. I don't get to do these this often. Joe Perez is joining us. Joe Perez. I'm going to mention Joe. Joe, I forgot where I met you at. Somewhere along the line in Austin area back in the day. But Joe frequently fills in. He's like he's not like he is a actor.
Oh, cool.
And he gets to do some really, really cool stuff. And somehow, I always friend everybody I meet on Facebook. And I met Joe.
But we're not friends on Facebook. I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
well, panic. Sorry.
Panic attacks coming back. No, I met Joe years ago, and he's just a nice guy. And he was, I believe he was in, like some of The Chosen. Have you seen this Chosen?
Yes.
He was asked to be in The Chosen. He has done so many cool things, but he gets to do a lot of acting and filling in. And he's just a really fun dude. And Joe, if you can remember where I met you at, you let me know. But I saw you, because Facebook tells me who's watching even if you don't comment in. It said Joe Perez is watching this morning. So, Joe, welcome in. Hey, I wanted to shout out, too, real quick shout out, Bill Doggett, County Commissioner, Precinct 3. He went to the Christmas Village. So did you.
So did I.
I want you to mention it here in a minute, but I did want to acknowledge Bill. He shared that in our Huntsville, Texas news and events group that we have. We have almost 36,000 people in that group now. And yes, I do censor. I censor politics. I don't like people telling people to vote yes or vote no for stuff. So yes, we don't allow that. It's not that I'm trying to take away your freedom.
You can't.
I'm not trying to take away your freedom, but there's plenty of other groups. This was a huge issue with the recent bond that we had. And it was just, you know what, guys? We need to get back to just loving each other.
Cool
and
thing,
supporting
it's your
each
group.
other.
You can do whatever you want.
Yes,
if you're not happy, make another
someone
one.
was like knocking it. Oh, hello, Huntsville. They're bad. They're bad media comp. I'm like, bro, you don't even know what we do. We represent and support the good in our community.
Like, that's the whole thing.
That's the whole thing. You've never watched our show. You've never, whatever. So
but
anyway,
we're being positive about it.
Yeah, positive and encouraging. Bill Doggett, though, shared his journey to the Christmas Village.
Did you like my video?
He had 110,000 reach from that share.
That is insane.
110,000 people, Bill, looked at your shares.
And I got excited about my little 2,000. I'm like, yeah,
that's still
making it big.
No, that's still awesome. So what? So tell us about it. How was it?
So I was very sick Friday. I bought these tickets in August. Like, as soon as they opened it up, I bought these tickets.
That's why everybody in town's sick. Continue on. Because you went, and you were sick. Okay, continue on.
Positive that everybody got positively sick from me.
No.
So I was very excited. So I originally bought these tickets for me and my daughter. And then my mom and my dad and my sister and her husband and their son ended up coming. So he is 3. 2 or 3. I'm sorry, sister. I think he's 2. And so I had them, my daughter. Luckily, they got there before me. So my recommendation, if you go, is don't get there early. The line is insane because all of Huntsville is very excited. Parking was great. The parking lot is fantastic. Getting in was super fast. I do love that they wand check everybody. So, it's pretty safe. It's very open concept. The food was not my favorite, I'll be honest.
Do you have to pay like a ton? Is it expensive?
It is expensive.
Why do pay? Stop. Let me just pause. Stop overcharging for food just because you can.
It is expensive.
Man, we went to Moody Gardens. All right, Moody Gardens. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your story.
It's fine.
But
No, I am looking at going to Moody Gardens for.
I'm having a moment, man. And it's not, Kyle Kreiner, if he was here, he'd say, Rob, bring it back. I'm going to just keep it here for just a moment. If you have a business, just because you can make that extra profit by way overcharging people for food, stop doing it. And guess what? People will buy more food and they will really want to come to your place because they'll say, wow, not only are the ticket prices reasonable, which they are.
They are.
That's not bad. Mm-hmm. But they'll say, man, we can go in there and I can feed my family for under $50.
No.
I understand that food costs are higher, but it doesn't mean Moody Gardens. I got like these little chicken nuggets and a burger basket. Man, it was like $90 for 4 of us.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all are out of your, and it makes me, that one thing despite all the other
all the
awesome,
positive experience.
Yeah, and it wasn't even that. It was $120 for all 4 of us to go.
That's not bad.
No, because I got a discount code, and that was every attraction, the movies, the little movie.
Send me that link.
Oh yeah, it was cool. But then I go in and I got to spend another $90 on food. That one thing alone makes me never want to go back to that place.
See, that's unfortunate. So I
I'm
will
serious.
say I don't feel like it's super overpriced. It is pricey, but again, I'm cheap. So
Quit
take that with your
overcharging people for food. Just charge them a reasonable price and make your money in other places.
So, like, for
Thank you.
example, I feel like the barbecue sandwich, the brisket sandwich was $11. Comes with chips
Okay,
and a
now
drink.
that's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought we were like talking 25. I was about to.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not bad. That's what I was like. Let me disclaim.
All right. I'm not hating on these people.
No, we're not hating. I'm like a $9 person. $9 is my budget. But
10 is good.
10 is good. That's why I said it's not super.
I feel way better.
That's why I was like, I don't positive. And they have pizza, they have bratwurst and sausage, and I'm probably missing some things. They have hot chocolate throughout, cider throughout. They have the booze. I'm just saying they do have it because
it's Christmas. Take that away. That's my only comment on that. It's. Anyways, continue on.
Well,
I'm not a fan of
some
that.
people need that to be around family, and I feel that in my soul.
Okay.
The train ride was fantastic. I do recommend getting on it as soon as it gets dark because, again, the line gets very long. The kids' play area, oh my gosh, I can't believe I haven't mentioned this. The staff they have hired is fantastic.
I've heard that. I've heard they've had a great staff. Yeah.
Holy cow. Everybody was so friendly, like annoyingly friendly, which is a very nice change.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it's opening weekend, but everybody is smiling. The people working with the kids are enthusiastic. They're playing. Lainey got dubbed an elf.
Oh, cool.
That's
Were they wearing elf ears? Stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody is dressed. It's the staff and the decorations. Everything is fantastic. There's bubbles that are snow, which I thought it was ashes. It's bubbles.
It's volcano.
Well, because there's
there's
fire pits everywhere for s'mores, and I was like, oh my god, I got ash from here. It's bubbles. Also, you see people in the community that you don't normally see. I ran into a lot of people that I hadn't seen in a long time. I liked it. I think it's worth going to at least once.
Well, just please hear me. I was not bashing them. I was bashing
Moody
other
Gardens.
Places that charge. That's extremely. Like, I could feed my family on that for under $50, right?
Mm-hmm.
I should not have to pay $90 to feed 4 people in my family.
You really should.
And here's another thing. I think they do it, but I'm not hating on this because it's not that much. They charge for parking, right?
Yes.
How much?
It's $10.
Okay, see, that's not bad.
Per vehicle.
That's not bad. I get annoyed when I pay for Dallas Cowboys football ticket, which is already
paid $80 for parking.
Yes.
Plus.
And I'm already paying $200 per ticket plus.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't been in a long time because I ain't got that kind of money.
That's money.
Me broke.
Yeah.
Me ain't got that.
But I do think it, and I've seen other people mention this too. If you are expecting the Christmas Wonderland, if you are expecting Carolina Lights, this is not that. This is not a big place.
But it's their first year.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do not go into it expecting extravagance, I would say. It is nice. It is nice. I enjoyed it. My daughter enjoyed it. Nephew enjoyed it. Don't go into it thinking, oh, we're going to be there for hours and hours and hours.
Well, that's perfect because I don't want to be there for hours and
right.
hours.
I think for me personally, I think I was there. Granted, I think we've talked about this. I am not I'm good for small periods of time. Like, I'm not a big crowds person. But I think I was there for like 3 hours, and it was perfect.
Yeah, see, that's still a little bit. That's like right at my borderline.
Yeah.
Lone Star Lights was beautiful. I miss it. Wes and them, man, they did such a great job.
It was fantastic. And that's kind of in my head what it was going to. So I did have to change my perspective.
Yeah.
Also, this was like 15 minutes from my house.
But I didn't get to see everything at Lone Star Lights because there was so much. And we actually stayed in a cabin. We stayed overnight there, which was cool. Yeah, we got to stay overnight. Then they had breakfast in the morning. It was really neat. And then they had golf carts that would take you around. It was really nice. But it was so big that we didn't get to experience everything. I want to go into a place, pay a reasonable fee, $35, right? That ain't bad. $10, $11 for food. That's great. And out of there within 2 to 3 hours, which is what it sounds like you can do.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. And
because I have little, like yours is 10, mine are littler. And you know how it is
Their
when
patience is smaller.
Yes, and it's like, I'm ready to go, man. I get into somewhere and like I'm an hour. Like Moody Gardens was great. Besides the food, I loved the experience. I loved going there.
Well, like in the train ride. So I am big on. I like doing things with friends and family. I don't like going to that kind of stuff by myself because I'm kind of weird. But so I went and got in line for the train while the kids went and did the play thing, and then I was like, hey. I'm at the front of the line. Y'all come on. Granted, I know that ticks some people off. Like, oh, you should all be waiting together. Sorry. No, I'm not going to sit in line with a 2 and 3 year old. Like, that's miserable. Like, if I can avoid it.
I did that at a Ferris wheel one time.
It's miserable.
Yes.
And it's like, why not let the kids have fun while I sit here?
And it was a 45-minute wait.
Yeah. No, we're not doing that.
No.
And I'm sorry you're getting cut in line.
Ain't nobody got time. Well, hey, good conversation this morning. We're going to bring it back up. Kyle's sending me text messages probably like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I'm just kidding.
I was being positive.
He's not. No, I wasn't. We're going to take a break. And then we're going to wrap it up when we come back.
Well, we need to go over the yawning. I'm bad about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about the yawning when we come back. And also I have a giveaway today. How about the fall shindig happening? Oh, hold on. Let me see if I've got this over here.
Also, we are a presenting sponsor.
Parade of Playhouses.
Yes. I forgot to mention that last week, and I cannot forget to mention it this week.
Mention it.
So we are the presenting sponsor for Casa Playhouses. There are 6 houses, 6 winners, $25 a ticket, 5 for $100. You can come in and see me. I'll get you tickets.
Nice.
It all goes, I believe the proceeds go to Casa. I don't know a whole lot about it, I'll be honest. So I'm shooting from the hip. I just know ticket prices.
We had Laura. Yeah, she came on the show last week and talked about it.
Thank goodness.
So,
She's
yeah.
a saint. But, yeah, so come see us if you want to get tickets, if you want to see information. Those are the random little cute houses you see all over town. I drove from through Trinity, and there's one in Trinity because that's one of their little areas, the little wonky house, little greenhouse.
Yeah, I've seen
cute.
that thing.
I am excited. I've already bought tickets because I'm like, I'm going to turn it into a doghouse. I'm going to put an AC in it. You know, but I'm sure you can do whatever you want with them, the little she sheds. So, yeah, if y'all want more information with somebody who knows more about it, I can put you in connection with somebody who knows all of the things.
Get those tickets quick because the drawing will be December the 9th at 5:30. So you had got to get your tickets. You know, last year, I'll go to the drawing because we write an article about it. I went last year. And you know, not one person won that I knew. No one knew who they were.
Of course.
Yeah, nobody knew who they were.
You don't have to be local to buy tickets. That's
I know.
the best part.
I know. Well, it's the best part for the people who win. It's not for the people who put in $200 and was no, I'm just kidding.
You?
It goes to a good cause.
It does. I was like, oh.
Hey, the Old Town Theater community-wide fall shindig. Come on. It's happening this Saturday, the 22nd, 7:30, featuring Kevin Robson and the Ramblers. All right, this is going to be fun. Our friend Lois Stellick came on the show, talked about this, and I have a few tickets to give away to this.
Ooh.
And all you have to do, this is going to be fun. This is for the family. Tickets normally $20, by
That's
the way.
not bad. As we're talking about, 10 and under are free. Dude, that's how you can get me places.
10 and under are free. They're going to have a dance floor. They'll turn the VIP area up front to a dance floor. Bring the family and two-step the night away. And they'll
Can you dance?
No. Not at all. Horrible.
Really?
No. My wife and I used to go dancing a lot, actually. We'd go two-stepping, but I'm not very good at it.
2 steps and a wall.
It's easy because it's like 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, boom, spin.
Step.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. But
I can
anyways,
dance.
Yeah, my wife and I, we used to love doing that. We'd go probably at least twice a month.
Dude, I used to love, when I worked at Shenanigans, the 65, what did we call them, the older adults.
If you went in early over there, it wasn't too bad.
No, but like watching couples who have been dancing together.
Oh, yeah.
Dance. Oh, my God. It's magic.
It's like they're sliding around. It's crazy.
I love it.
Community-wide theater shindig, though, this Saturday.
Shindig.
Get your family. Get your tickets. You can enter to win right now. And
What are we doing?
all you have to do is text in shindig to 936-339-0139. It's your chance to win those tickets. I've got quite a few of them left to give away, so text in shindig to 936-339-0139 on our phone and text line. And
Can you do it on the app?
no, can't do it on the app. But you can text in shindig to 936-339-0139. Text that in, and we will have a winner and we'll give away 2 tickets to that. So again, shindig to 936-339-0139. Let's take a break. Taylor and I will wrap it up when we come back. It's your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
I got to make sure I spell shindig right.
Yeah, shindig. S-H-I-N-D-I-G.
I don't know why my brain was like that.
It's here with Walker County Federal. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope.
Imagine a voice of hope reaching every corner of Huntsville, from homes and hospitals to prison walls. That's the heart of Spirit Radio. We're a truly local 501c3 nonprofit, and we're raising $25,000 to build our tower and get on the air. With your help, we'll broadcast encouragement, truth, and the love of Christ across our community and across the world through the Spirit Radio FM app. Visit spiritradio.fm and give today. Let's bring light to Huntsville and beyond together.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
All right, friends, back at it as we continue on. We were in the break just talking about how great places are here in Huntsville. Great family events where
I love it.
You get to take your family.
There is something almost every weekend in this town.
There is. There's a lot going on. And when I was barking earlier about prices and food, I wasn't barking about local places.
No.
Again, it goes to a place down the road that we went to this weekend. So
that's what you get for trying to spend your money elsewhere.
Yeah, that's it. Well, hey, let's head over to our phone and text. Let's see if it works today. We have a winner for the fall shindig.
Wiener, chicken
Let's see if
dinner.
it works. It hasn't been working lately. Oh, it works.
It's going to work.
Hello,
It's TNR from Good Morning Huntsville. Who are we speaking with?
this is Kia.
Kia. Should have bought a Honda, but you bought a Kia.
I bet she's never heard that.
Kia Moore. What? Kia, I didn't even know this was your number. You just won tickets to the fall shindig.
Awesome, thank you.
Well, there you go. See, all you had to do is text in and win. Kia is also, I didn't know it was you, Kia. I'm going to save your name now, so next time you text in, I'll absolutely call you. You know, we'll skip the randomizer, okay? Well,
No,
Kia,
you're not.
hey, by the way, we have a gift basket, I believe, for you as well that you won on our XP giveaway. Was it a gift basket or a gift? I can't remember what it was, but I have stuff for you.
So you're going to have to come in, Kia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but Kia, 2 tickets to the fall shindig. And real quick, can you plug something else that's coming up that's really great for Huntsville? It's a 2-day event that you're a big part of. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, the wonderful and glorious journey through Bethlehem.
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah. So tell it.
Coming December 5th and 6th at the Walker County Fairgrounds.
Oh,
Awesome.
that's the one with all the churches.
Yeah.
in
Have
town.
you been to that?
No, I
Yes,
haven't.
ma'am.
But I'm like, I have heard great things that it's kind of cool when all the churches are.
Taylor, Kia, what would you say to Taylor, who has a 10-year-old daughter who has never been to Journey Through Bethlehem?
Well, it is a very interactive community. Your young 10-year-old will be able to make a pinch basket.
Oh, fun.
And you can have them come visit us over at the grain shop, and we'll teach them how to make some grain.
Oh, she would love
brine
that.
some grain in order to make flour.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like a whole setup. Like you're walking through Bethlehem. We've went the last couple of years and absolutely love it. Our children love it. There are Roman guards that run around and like they put you in jail.
I was thinking this was like a presentation. So this is like a mock town.
Yes, it's a mock town.
Yes, it is a mock
live
town.
animals.
Is there cows?
There is a little baby cow. There is a camel.
A camel?
His name is Clyde. You will love him.
Can I get special treatment? Can I pet the camel?
You would have to ask the owner.
You'll have to ask the camel handler.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, awesome. Well,
The
Kia.
handler will be there.
Well, we promoted the event on Good Morning, on the show, and also on Hello Huntsville the other day. And we want folks to come. It's only $2. I mean, come on, $2 per person. And Bridget,
and you get to see cows.
Yes, and Bridget and I have went, and it's just a beautiful event. And Kia, I know you and so many others are so instrumental in putting this on. So thank you all for everything that you do.
Well, thank you so very much for promoting us.
You bet. Hey,
for being there for us.
Hey, you bet. And you are the winner. Again, I'll have those tickets for you. Well, I was going to say Sunday, but it happens on Saturday. Can you come up to the church sometime and just pick them up before Saturday?
Yes.
All right, we'll have them. Hey, real quick, not to try to receive compliments, but I got to ask you a question. What do you love most about listening or watching the show?
I love your guest.
All right, well, there you go. And you're a guest today, and you didn't even know it, Kia.
You got to do your little plug. You'll have to come in and let me interview you.
Yeah. All right, Kia, have a blessed day. Thank you for what you do, all right, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That is Kia Moore. I know Kia very well.
That's so funny. I love that we were just talking about just things to do in Huntsville. So this weekend, we got a shindig. Next weekend, we get to go to Bethlehem.
Yep. There you go.
Without the trip over there. Like, that's fantastic.
There you go. Well, hey, that will wrap it up. By the way, do you have a Honeywell hot water heater? Coach Schaub having some issues. The pilot light is on. Burner won't come on. Any thoughts? That's totally random. It's Coach Schaub having trouble with his Honeywell water heater.
I'm like, I don't know
We'll help
anything.
you out, Coach. Taylor, any final thoughts? I know a lot going on at the credit union. Any final thoughts today?
No, I'm excited to hopefully have our new person with me. Maybe not next week because I just realized that was Thanksgiving, but the week after. I'm excited to introduce that person. If you want to know who that is, you can always swing by and I will do the introductions. Happy Thanksgiving. Am I invited next week?
Yeah. Are you going to be on one final week?
I work Wednesday next week, so I'll be here.
Okay, awesome. Well, hey, and I want to remind you, all of you out there, do us a favor real quick. Pull out your phone. Not right now, but for those listening, pull out your phone. If you have an iPhone, what's it called? Voice recorder?
Yes.
Okay, whatever it is, your recorder. And you just record in, hey, this is Tommy, if your name was Tommy. Hey, this is Tommy. I'm very thankful for my family, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to go to work every day. Happy Thanksgiving. And then you save that, and then you
send it in.
And then you email that to victory@spiritradio.fm, and then you get a really cool little commercial that will play through our Spirit Radio app and eventually on 94.3 next year.
Woo-hoo.
But you'll get something really cool, kind of like my little Braylon when she did this.
Hi, I'm Taylor. I'm thankful for my family, Jesus, my friends, my church, my school, all of the rest the Lord has given me.
What are you thankful for?
here you
Email
go.
your Thanksgiving greeting to victory@spiritradio.fm.
Or like little Wesley.
Hi, I'm Taylor. I'm thankful.
Oh, wait. That was Braylon. Or Weslly.
I'm Wesley, and I'm thankful for Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for my family and everyone I know.
What are you thankful for? Email your Thanksgiving greeting to victory@spiritradio.fm.
Plug.
He's got that little Huntsville sound.
We are not a banjo town. We
There
are
you go.
a nice town. Also, I'm going to not so humble brag for a second. I'm like checking myself out. I've been working out.
Well, there you go.
I have been doing
Where
exercises.
do you go to?
I go to Hot Works and Iron Works. But I was kind of chubby not that long ago. But I'm like, oh my God, my arms are, I can finally, after 3 months, I'm like, oh my God, my arms look like they have muscles in them instead of wings. I'm like, look at that, we're making progress. Don't you do it. They were getting there. You know, it's bad when your kid's like, Mom. And I'm like, stop wiggling them.
Part of the flub club.
I'm doing my best.
It's all right.
But no, good things are happening. Yes, we are open Wednesday and Friday of next week. We are closed on Thanksgiving. So make sure you get your Black Friday money in.
Yeah.
Before or after, because we're not going to be there. Don't call us. Don't text us. We're not showing up. ATM is there.
Yeah, there you go. It's the automated teller machine. Always there.
Always there.
Well, hey, that'll wrap it up. Fun morning. Thank you, Taylor, for hanging out. Been fun. Always a privilege to have you. And, hey, everybody, get out there and make a difference. And please email those greetings in. We'd love to play those on the air and put them on Spirit Radio as well. For Taylor Chandler, I'm Rob Hipp, reminding you this morning that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We're really not. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement and lend a hand of support. I promise somebody out there today needs you. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 7:30. Jason Bay, pastor here at First Baptist. Always enjoy our Thankful Thursdays. And also, one of our really good friends, Chrissy Cogdell from First Touch Family, will be on the show to talk about some important things that they are doing to help families that are grieving a lost child. So make sure you join us tomorrow. It's going to be another great program, and always great to have Chrissy here with us as well. We'll take it easy, everybody. We'll see you next time. God bless you. And as I end every show, reminding you, we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand. Support somebody out there today needs you.
Yeah, have a great day.
Good morning. See you, Taylor.
Bye.
See you, Taylor.
Goodbye.